Hello, welcome. In today's video, I want to show you a few of my favorite fragrances for this Halloween season. And I'm going to begin with the fairies. I have the perfect fragrance for those fairies out there. And I'm talking about Nobile 1942 La Danza Delle Libellule. I think this fragrance is perfect for fairies because it smells like a fairyland. It smells like a fairy, like fairy dust, very magical. My next fragrance I think is perfect for my angels out there. And I'm talking about Tom Ford Soleil Neige. Even the bottle. The bottle is white and silver. It's like an ethereal kind of an angel feeling looking bottle and fragrance. The fragrance smell like fresh. It has some type of calming note in it that I don't know what it is. It's very white and bright, and that's why I like this fragrance. And I think it's perfect for the angels in this Halloween season. The next fragrance for the angels is this Erin Rose de Grasse. Erin Lauder Rose de Grasse. This is a very watery, like fresh type of fragrance, rose fragrance. I imagine a rose with green, with the green leaves and stem, and water dripping from the rose and the leaves. That's what I imagine when I smell this Rose de Grasse perfume from Erin Lauder. And I think it's perfect for the angels theme during this Halloween. Now for the devil, I have 3 fragrances in my collection that I would like to mention. The first one is this from Ex Nihilo, and this is Venom Kiss. This is a fragrance that I consider perfect for the devils because I think this is a very tempting perfume, very irresistible. It has rose and oud, and it's also very elegant. So I think it's perfect for my devils out there in Halloween. The next recommendation for the devils is Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle, and this is a fragrance from the perfumer Dominique Ropion. This fragrance is a very sexy, maybe I can say also very tempting and aphrodisiac. This is a very aphrodisiac rose. It's very warming, super delicious, very addictive. I really love this fragrance, and with this perfume you don't need a lot. You only need 1 or 2 sprays and that's it, because it's very strong and it can be intoxicating if you wear a lot. But I can assure you, you will receive compliment, and this fragrance is for men and women. This is a rose perfume, but the type of rose here is that type of warming rose, sensual rose, aphrodisiac. And since it's kind of an aphrodisiac perfume, that's why I am adding this to the devil collection. You know, the devil make you sing. So this is a very sinful perfume. My next devilish fragrance is Inicio Atomic Rose. Even the packaging and the design is very Halloweenish. The color, gothic. Look at the bottle. This fragrance is another sinful fragrance. This is very essential and aphrodisiac. This is very addictive. I love this fragrance. This is another rose because I think this type of rose fragrances are very sexy, and it's not just the bottle that looks perfect for Halloween. It's the fragrance. It's very dark, addictive, and it must have something, and I think it does have an ingredient that make it feel like aphrodisiac. This is a really good option for Halloween if you like devil theme during this Halloween. Now for the witches and their brews and potions, I have 3 fragrances in my collection that meet this criteria. The first one is from Fleur, and this is Somebody Woody. This fragrance I think is perfect for the witches theme during this Halloween. This fragrance smells exactly like the woods. It also smell like sandalwood. Is some type of bewitching sandalwood, and it has some type of moss. I think this is the perfect witch's perfume because it has that sandalwood. The sandalwood is very attractive and bewitching, like I said. So if a witch use this perfume, I'm sure she's going to attract what she's looking for. This was Somebody Good by Fleur. My next option for the witches is this Clarins Aroma Eau Extraordinary. This is like an eau fresh. This fragrance is very green. It has patchouli. And it reminds me the forest, the witches live in the forest, brewing their potions. And I think this fragrance is perfect for that theme. This is not a strong fragrance. It doesn't have any lasting power, but if you're not looking for a fragrance that lasts long and you're looking for something that smells green and green leaves, patchouli, foresty, this is perfect for this occasion, especially if you're dressing up like a witch. The next fragrance for the witches during this Halloween is this 1872 from Clive Christian. This is another green fragrance. Even the color is very green and kind of vintagey looking bottle. This perfume is very green. To me is more citrus and musk. That's why I think this will be a perfect perfume for a witch during this Halloween. This is supposed to be the feminine perfume from this 1872 collection from Clive Christian, but to me this is not a feminine perfume. And this one's supposed to have roses, but I don't feel any rose on this fragrance. So this was 1872 by Clive Christian, and this is my third and last recommendation for witches in Halloween. Now let me quickly mention two fragrances for the black cat or cat woman out there. My first option is Musk Ravageur from Frederic Malle. This is a perfect fragrance for the cat. This is a musk fragrance like the name suggests, but the musk is very skin-like musk, and I really like it for this cat theme during this Halloween. This fragrance is super sexy and on me is very long lasting. My next option for the black cat or cat woman is Pau Santal by Miller Harris. This is another sensual type of fragrance, like sensual sandalwood. If you like sandalwood, you will like this fragrance. This is very long lasting, warming, cozy, and like a hug type of fragrance. It's like you wanna hug that cat. For the aliens, I have two options. My first option is Alien Mugler. As the name suggests, this is an alien fragrance. To me, this fragrance is like a floral and white musk perfume. This to me is tons of white musk, like that type of laundry soap musk with flowers. And this is a very strong fragrance. A lot of people love this perfume. It's called Alien. And this is the new version, I think. I don't know how the old version smell, but this is perfect for the aliens in Halloween. And it's very strong and it's also long lasting. But what stays on your skin or the way it dries down like a laundry clean musk, and that's something I don't enjoy, but a lot of people do. This was Alien by Mugler. My next aliens fragrance is this. Even the bottle looks like an alien ship. This is called Euphoria by Calvin Klein. This fragrance, I cannot stand it. Oof. I don't really like it because to me, in my skin, it smells like sweat. Like sweat with some type of maybe flowers. I don't know. I don't really like this fragrance. I bought it because I didn't know. I blind bought it because it's very popular. This is a classic fragrance and I thought I was going to like it, but I don't. But I think this is a good option for people who like classic fragrances and also long-lasting fragrances. And if you want to smell like an alien, I think this is the perfect fragrance for this Halloween season and the perfect fragrance for you and for your alien theme party. Now I have 4 fragrances for scarecrows, jack-o'-lanterns, and pumpkins. My first fragrance is this from Amouage, and this is called Journey. I think this is perfect for the scarecrow or harvest theme Halloween. This fragrance smells like spices, it smells like fall, it smells like harvest. Now, if you want to dress up like a jack-o'-lantern, I have 2 fragrances that suit you perfectly. The first one is Angel Share by Kilian. This fragrance is very fall-like. It has this type of sweetness that comes out from the sprayer, and that's the only thing I like about this bottle. I like to smell it from the sprayer, and that's it. I don't really like it on my skin. The reason I don't like it on my skin is why I'm recommending this for Halloween for a jack-o'-lantern theme or jack-o'-lantern costume. It's because it smells like alcohol, like alcoholic beverage, and also tobacco. For me, this is like a tobacco mixed with alcohol. Like when you leave the tobacco leaves brining in alcohol and water. That's how these fragrances smell, in my opinion. Like if somebody been drinking, smoking, eating something sweet. Maybe cinnamon, I'm not sure. Maybe if that person's being smoking a cigar with the cinnamon taste, and maybe apple and cinnamon taste, that's what this smell like. And also the person has been drinking. So that's why I think this fragrance is perfect if you like to dress up like a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin. The next fragrance for the jack-o'-lantern theme is this La Habana 1969, and this fragrance I do like. These 2 fragrances are unisex, so men and women can wear it. This is La Habana 1969, and I only have a travel size. This is a very strong perfume, and this smells like some type of alcoholic beverage plus tobacco plus incense. This is very smoky. I'm not sure if it has some type of leather, but it's very smoky. Maybe it has saffron or some type of leathery note, but I think this is perfect for Halloween if you like to dress up like a jack-o'-lantern or maybe a scary pumpkin. Now for the ghost or the haunted house, I have Mirabelle by Vicanto. This fragrance, even the color looks like a very vintagey haunted house type of perfume. You know those big old mansions that they show in the movies? They have those big old velvet type of windows. And that's what this fragrance remind me when I smell it or when I see it. The color is very gothic and purple and velvety. and silver type of like a ghost. This fragrance smells like vanilla, and it also has some kind of aromatic note in it. I don't remember the note, but I'm gonna leave them for you here. On me, it dries down on the masculine side, but this is supposed to be a unisex fragrance. Men and women can wear it. The vanilla in this fragrance is very milky, but at the same time, it has some type of lavender, and I relate that with a haunted house or a ghost. You know, they say the ghosts are white, and you cannot see a ghost, but you can feel it. And this fragrance is that kind of ethereal and ghost-like fragrance. That's what it comes to my mind when I smell it. That's why I think this is a good fragrance for the ghost or haunted house type of Halloween theme. Now I have two fragrances that I want to mention for the exorcist during this Halloween. You know, I think an exorcist movie is coming soon to theaters, or I don't know if it's already showing. But for the exorcist, I have two fragrances. The first one is Sensual by Matière Première. This is an incense fragrance, but it's also a very sexy, sensual, and aphrodisiac kind of fragrance. This is Sensual by Matière Première. If you wear this fragrance during this Halloween season, I'm sure you're gonna be very successful in your endeavors. And I believe this is a unisex fragrance. To me, it doesn't lean feminine or masculine. It's more neutral. It's not exactly like a very angelic fragrance. It's more warming, it's more dark, it's more aphrodisiac, sexy, sensual. It does smell a little like church. That's why I am putting this fragrance in the exorcist section on this video. Because it does smell a little like church, but it's more like a sinner perfume than a saint. I like it. I love it. I love it. This was Sensual by Matière Première de Parfum. My next exorcist fragrance is 24 Rue de la Université, if it's pronounced like that, I'm not sure. And even the bottle is black. This fragrance is from the private collection from YSL Yves Saint Laurent, and the cap is magnetic. This is another fragrance that I'm not sure if it has incense, but it's very dark. You see the bottle is dark. Very dark. It's like a church, but it doesn't smell like incense swab. It probably has some type of resin or some type of incense, but it doesn't smell like incense. It smells more like sandalwood and woody, but it also has that smokiness and that type of church-like feeling. Maybe not the church inside, but maybe the church outside, like a cathedral. That's what it comes to my mind when I smell this fragrance, and that's why I think this is a good option for the exorcist type of theme during this Halloween. And this was 24 Rue de la Université from YSL. Look at the bottle. My next fragrance is for the vampire. And for the vampires, I have two recommendations, but I only have one fragrance with me right now. And both are from Tom Ford. And it's Tom Ford Black Orchid. I also will recommend that Tom Ford Black Orchid, the purple bottle. I'm gonna leave a picture for you right here. I also love that one for this vampire theme for this video. But the one I have with me on hand is Tom Ford Black Orchid de Eau de Parfum, the black bottle. I imagine Dracula or a vampire wearing this fragrance. This fragrance is very dark, very deep. You see the color and and the design of the bottle. Everything is like vampire-like. But I think you cannot go wrong wearing these fragrances in Halloween, especially if you're dressing up like a vampire or Dracula. Wow, I love this fragrance. It's one of my favorite, and in fact, I'm going to spray it on me right now. Wow. It's very deep, very elegant. It's vampire-like. It's more like Dracula. I love it. It's dark. Oh, beautiful. I know a lot of people don't like this fragrance, but to me, it's a masterpiece. It's Tom Ford masterpiece. I chose this fragrance for this section because I consider this fragrance will be perfect for the zombie-like theme. This is Fugazi Wood. This perfume is very strong. Woof. And it's like a zombie. When you see it coming, you have to run away because if not, it's gonna trap you and you won't be able to get out of there. This perfume is very overwhelming and a few people can resist this smell. Oof. This fragrance is very strong. It lasts over 24 hours on skin. If you spray it on your hair, it probably will last forever if you don't wash it. And if you spray this in the bathroom or when you wear it, you spray it in your bedroom, it will stay there for more than 24 hours. And this is an Extrait de Parfum, but I have smelled other Extrait de Parfum. Like this is an Extrait de Parfum, this Mirabelle from Vicanto, but this is not that strong. And I think it's perfect for the zombies in this Halloween because, you know, when you see zombies, you need to run away and stay away from them, run for your life. This is an oud fragrance. It's supposed to have flowers in it and it's also sweet. I think it has fruit, flowers, oud, and I don't remember what else, but it's extremely strong, extremely overwhelming. So if you wanna buy this for that theme, for zombie or Walking Dead or, like I said, Green Reaper or wherever theme that it has to do with the dead, buy a small bottle or buy a travel size if they have available, because it's very strong. And if you buy the big bottle like me, and you probably will never finish it. When my husband sprayed this in the morning, when he come back at night, he smelled like he just applied it. And it's too overwhelming. I cannot stand it. But I think for this theme is perfect. For the Halloween theme is perfect. And I also think this is good for when the weather is really cold because it's very, very, very strong. So this was my last suggestion for Halloween. If you have a question, leave them down in the comment section and I will try to answer it for you if I know the answer. See you next time. Bye.